so far. 1-0 for Hate. And game 2 is starting out just like the first one did. Hate is banning the Rockets. Interesting change. Now we have the first change in bans. That is very interesting. Jay decided to ban the Mothership. Hate used so far in all 3 games Hate played in the community championship so far. All of them had the Mothership in his draft, and I think it's a very good idea on Jay's part to ban the Mothership, and make Hate take out another build from his strategy pocket. On Hate's part, I think he banned Stun last game too. And another change on Jay's part, he banned Demolish this time, so he doesn't have to pick it, first pick it, to take it away from Hate. First pick for Hate is the Hammerhead again. You've seen that one. Huge damage, very slow. This time though, Jay got his hands on the repeater and the heal ray again, and we've seen yesterday that in his hands this is a pretty strong combo. So Hate is going for the phaser to somewhat to make that a bit less dangerous, and the sniper as well. So it seems like Hate is going for a tower build once more. I'm curious to see. Usually it makes sense for a build to that is exactly what I wanted to say. Jay just picked a tank and a sniper. It makes sense to counter a tower build, for example, by picking minions, many minions, because a tower build isn't as effective if the towers can't stand together and fight together. If you have 4 towers and you still have only one fighting one of your opponent's towers, you don't have an advantage. You have to move them as a bulk, as one big package. And if you have many minions against a pure or a tower-heavy build, your opponent has to split this group up, has to send some towers to defend against the minions, sometimes to fight against your towers, so he loses a lot of this advantage. Hate reacted, picked two minions, so we have actually a pretty equal build. 3 towers on both sides, 2 minions on both sides, and we have strong dueling on Jay's part with the repeater heal ray and some wave clear with the artillery. The last unit he picked, that is a mid-range AoE unit, and the last 2 picks on Hate side we know already. The Splitter and Lazoid, we've seen them today. Solid overall picks. A very nice combo on Jay's part is picking both Shield and Iron Strike, because Shield is such a strong combo to Iron Strike, and it's also useful against the Hammerhead, for example, or the Sniper. Both do take very long to fire one single shot, and it's very easy to block those shots with a shield. Interesting, very interesting, and I'd say good luck, have fun, guys, and let us see another exciting match. Again, we have early minions on Hate side. Jay decided he'd upgrade first. Wall builds are pretty similar on both sides so far. The only difference is that Jay already decided for a clear path. He wanted minions to take to his core. Oh, look at these 3 shots now from the Stingers. They're ready at the same time. Tack, tack, tack. Nice. Machine gun Stingers. I like that. I want to see more of that. More of that. 3 stingers moving in. They won't have enough range though. And now we see the artillery doing work against a thick minion line. Bam. And I think in this game it's very important how people will level their units. I haven't talked about leveling so far. In Coregrounds, every unit, both towers and minions, get experience for doing various stuff. For example, every unit gets a small portion of the damage they deal as XP. They get XP for killing units, and some units even get XP for taking damage, like tanks. The tank minion, for example. And experience makes your unit stronger. It boosts almost every stat they have by 2% per XP level. So at the maximum level, level 20, you get a 40% boost on all stats, which is huge. And in some games, it's very important to level first, upgrade later, or just to get some XP. Whereas, I'll just have to comment on what is happening right now, because Hate has already set up a pretty big minion wave of all shooting minions. Both splitters and lazoids are doing not much damage, but constant damage to all of Jay's units. Walls, minions, towers. He lost his heal ray. He's about to lose his artillery. I don't think that one's gonna last. No, it's dead. And I think the repeater is not able to defend. To an early game trade between Fisa and repeater is something the repeater will surely lose. There's the explode somewhat helped, but still I think the repeater will lose that battle. Ah, that shield though, that made the difference. Very nice move there. He does have to move it away now. Just about time. And now the repeater has to level up quickly. Oh, we have minion limit explosions coming in. Perfect timing there on the move of the repeater. Perfect timing. A few milliseconds later and that one would have been dead. I think he has to move it. Oh, that one is gonna hurt too. Oh, both sniper and hammerhead shooting on one unit. That hurts. That hurts. It can come to a point where hammerhead or sniper both can one-shot towers, especially if used in conjunction with support abilities. Yeah, this is looking very bad for Jay. A lot of early game pressure again. I think at the moment it looks like the towers are doing most of the work, but I think actually the minions did. Hate certainly had some kind of modification for the minions. He pushed out so many minions so quickly. He was at a minion limit at about 2 minutes, or almost at the minion limit at 2 minutes. Because he had so many minions stretched over such a long part of the map, it was actually hard for Jay to set up his basic defenses, and just after that, after he set up the map with his minions, he started to move in with his towers. And at that time, Jay didn't have any room to move, and he had to not only defend against a very strong minion line, but also the towers moving in. So basically, Hate moved in with all his units at once, and I think that made him win this game. I don't see where Jay would come back from that right now. He doesn't have enough space to put his towers, minions. I like that though. Even if I mean, it sort of looked like Hate is doing just his same old play, early game pressure, early game anything, but it's actually very different than several other games we've seen so far. A different strategy. I think the minions were very important in that one. Good game though. Very well played, Jay. And you will still be able to claim the third place once we've played the second semifinal, which I hope everyone will be ready for now. Let's see if Angel managed to resolve his connection issues. Okay, it seems like the connection issues are resolved. Now we have to, we'll have to see if we'll go for the same picks for the second semifinal match, because it's somewhat up to Simon. Okay, Simon says Simon says starting altogether. Okay. Okay, some more info. Hate played a modification page for minion spawn, minion spam actually, which I thought he would have. And armor for the minions, that is actually interesting.